Hello wine people, welcome to the video on Portugal. This video is part of the Thursday Wine Study and Support Program and for wine people preparing for their WSET Level 3 in Wine course and exam. Portugal, I'll be talking about everything what is relevant, what you need to know about Portugal in regards to the climate, Portuguese wine law, regions, grapes and appellations, their wines. So let's go. Climate-wise, the climate in Portugal will depend if the region is exposed to the Atlantic Ocean. In that case, it will have a moderate maritime climate, or the region is more inland, which will have a more warm continental climate that is going to be influenced by altitude. Portuguese wine law, like any other European wine country, it will have its own PDO, PGI, or wines without geographical indication. So PDO wines are called Denominación de Origin Protegida. The previous term for PDO wines was DOC, Denominación de Origin Controlada. The PGI wines are called Origin Geográfica Protegida, or these are called regional wines. I'll explain. And wines without geographical indications are called Vinho. Regions and wines. So Portugal is rich with indigenous grape varieties, and the regions from north to south that we're going to be discussing is Vinho Verde, Douro, Dão, Bairrada, and Alentejo. Starting from the most northern region of Vinho Verde. Vinho Verde is the most northern area in Portugal. It is completely exposed to the Atlantic Ocean. It has a moderate maritime climate, which brings humidity, pergola. Many vineyards are trained in a pergola system, which allows good airflow, but new vineyards are planted with a trellis, and their trellis like vertical shoot positioning, which allows mechanical harvesting. Vinho Verde is dominated by white wines that can be produced in two different styles. So one style is low alcohol wines that are dry to off dry and has slight spritz, a little bit of hint of carbon dioxide, and these wines are dominated by Loureiro and Arinto, which are kind of aromatic white grape varieties with moderate plus acidity. On the other hand, from the sub-region of Moncao and Malgaco, these wines here are produced from 100% Alvarinho, which is Alvarinho in Spain, and the wines range from 11 to 14% alcohol, which means the wines are going to be, the grapes are going to be riper, a little bit more richer, with less aging, and just richer, more concentrated white wines. There is some red and rosé wines that are produced here as well. The region of Douro is located south of Vinho Verde. This is the oldest demarked wine region in the world. The region of Douro is located 80 kilometers inland from the coastal town of Porto and Vila Nova de Gaia. The region of Douro is separated from any Atlantic influence by the Marão Mountains, and the region stretches all the way to the Spanish border. The region is dominated, even though it produces some white and red wines, the region is dominated by full-bodied red wines and of course fortified wines, which we're going to be discussing in video on fortified wines. The highest quality grape variety here is Touriga Nacional. Touriga Nacional produces dark fruit, high tannin, high acidity, full body wines that age well in oak and have huge potential to age in the bottle. Red Douro is always a blend. Yes, Touriga Nacional is the most important grape variety, but other grapes are also blended. Touriga Franca, Tinta Roriz, which is the synonym for Tempranillo, Tinta Barroca, Tinta Cao. The wines here are produced from low yields, concentrated grapes, deep color, high tannin, full body red wines. There's some white wines that are usually produced from higher altitude regions, higher altitude vineyards. The region of Dao is located south of Douro. It is inland. It is located on slopes that are less steep than in Douro, around 200 to 400 meters. The climate is continental and is moderated by the Durinal range, temperature difference between day and night. The most important grape variety again is Tourega Nacional. The wines are still rich, full-bodied, slightly not as extracted, maybe like in Douro. The grape variety here that is also grown is Tinta Roriz, yes, also Jaén, which is the Mencia in Spain, and the grape variety Alfrocheiro. White wine is very specific here. The grape variety that is used for white wine is Encruzado. Encruzado can produce light, simple, fresh white wines, but also wines that can ferment in oak barrels and have the potential to age in the bottle. Region of Bairrada is located west of Dao towards the Atlantic Ocean. It's exposed to the Atlantic Ocean. It has a moderate maritime climate. The most important grape here is a black grape variety Baga. It's probably unsuitable to grow here because Baga is a late ripening grape variety with thick skin and can be astringent when not ripe. That's why I'm saying it's probably not the best area to grow it. So in order to soften Baga, the grapes need to be picked later when the tannins are ripe in the winery. Gentle crushing, gentle cap management, not to extract too much tannin, and also to blend with grapes that have lower amounts of tannin. Other grape varieties here are Tourega Nacional, Alfrocheiro, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Syrah are used for regional wines. There's also some white wines produced here from grape varieties like Biscal and Maria Gomes. Alentejo is the more southern area, South Portugal. It's inland, warm, continental climate. It has 8 sub-regions. More south you go in Alentejo, more warmer it gets. Tempranillo is the most important grape variety. Tempranillo here is called Aragones. Tricandera is an important grape variety here. It's a drought-tolerant grape variety. Alicante Bouchet is an important grape. It is a deep color and high tannin grape variety. Also Tourega Nacional is important. Syrah is grown. White wines are produced from aromatic grape varieties of Arinto, Antaovaus, Rupeiro, so floral and high acidity grapes, and some wines age in oak as well. Vinho Regional wines are wines in each of the Portuguese region that has a bigger geographical area where the grapes can come, and also the rules and regulations are less strict. International grape varieties are used in Vinho Regional. The most important Vinho Regional wines are wines from Alentejo, from Lisboa, Peninsula de Setúbal, and Tejo. That's it for Portugal. Wine people, with this video we finished Europe. I'll see you in the next video on United States. Until then, stay thirsty and wise.